Welcome to SportNation. Ollie and Will with me. We're looking back on Champions League. One or two shocks. We're going to start Tuesday night. Benfica 1, CSKA 2. Benfica went 1 up. Could have been 2-0. Now they're regretting it. You know, CSKA coming back with 2 goals.
That was one of the shocks, I think. Out of all the games, you would have expected Benfica to win that one.
Yeah.
We actually called a 2-1 win. Unfortunately, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if they can win their home games or get some points from their home games, CSK. I mean, no one likes to go to Moscow, do they? So
no.
It's a big journey. So they could get do some
great
things.
Classic pitch as well, isn't it, over there?
Yeah.
I believe. One game I think a lot of people could have been a banker. Roma Atletico was always going to be tight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
0-0.
We called a draw and we called under 2.5.
We did.
So
off to a good start.
Yeah. Atletico do so well in Europe, don't they? Roma, a bit of a dark horse, Roma. You know, I would suggest both of them have a good chance of going through.
Yeah, you never really know what you're going to get with Roma.
No.
Sometimes they absolutely nail it and other times they just really underperform. So it's an interesting one.
Chelsea, one of of course, the British clubs, no problem at all. Karabag, we thought, you know, why are they there really? Azerbaijan champs, but for me, it was always going to be not 6, but I thought Chelsea were a certainty.
Yeah.
You know, that in terms of accumulators, doubles, trebles, you had to put Chelsea in the restricted odds. But they've done the business, haven't they? You know, easy peasy, 6-0, lovely.
Yeah, we said that one would be over 4 goals. What did we say, over 3.5?
Over 3.5, yeah.
And we also said Batshuayi would score.
They're doing good.
It's funny because at the start of the season we were saying whether Chelsea would actually have a good season or not, weren't we?
Yeah.
We said they haven't had a great pre-season. I said they'd finish 10th. But so far...
I wouldn't keep bringing that up.
Yeah, don't talk about
so far, they've proven me wrong.
So Chelsea hit 6. What about this one? I must admit, I think, talking about Celtic's my team from Glasgow. It was always going to be very, very difficult against Paris, PSG. But I could not see 5-0 to the away side.
I said
did you
5-0.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
couldn't
he
see
actually
that.
did.
You know, as a kid, I've been to some great European nights at Parkhead, at Celtic. And yeah, I didn't expect Celtic to get much out of the game, but not 5. Whoa.
I mean, you're looking at their top 3, Neymar, Mbappe and Cavani. And they're starting to gel and click already.
Straight away,
I think
immediately.
He might end up top scorer, Cavani, because you think,
I
think the
gonna
chances
serve
is
it.
pretty
I
good.
agree.
Yeah.
The last few games he scored maybe like 6 in his last 3 in all competitions, something like that.
Celtic basically, only my belief, I look at the group, it's a real tough group. Celtic are playing for that 3rd spot. And they play Anderlecht in Belgium, and then on the 5th of December, back to the East End of Glasgow, Celtic Park. That's the game they have to win.
Yeah.
If they can get a draw in Belgium and then beat them at Parkhead on the 5th of December, they'll go to the Europa League. That's as far as they can go.
Yeah. They're still waiting on Dembele to come back as well, aren't they?
Olympiacos 2, Sporting 3, so a cracking game for the neutral, 5 goals.
We said it was going to be a tight game, and it was, but I always thought...
Both teams to score you called, I think, didn't you? You've done
we,
well
we
again,
called
boys.
Sporting to win both teams to score, so even better odds.
Wow.
Yeah. Not bad.
Barca 3, Juve 0.
We
Messi,
Messi,
different class, isn't he?
He completely bossed that game, didn't he?
Yeah.
We thought that would be tighter than what it was.
And me.
I was thinking like a 1-1,
but he was the difference, wasn't he? He scored, created the other 2. Well, didn't actually assist them, but he created the chances, and he should have scored a couple more maybe.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. He scored 59 goals in 58 Champions League
His
group
record,
stage games.
Him and Ronaldo,
They're
just
so
bonkers.
consistent. It's just
unbelievable.
Not even human.
So 3-0 to Barcelona, which is, you know, I think that sends a warning out to everyone. Bayern Munich 3, Anderlecht 0. So again, we're back to the Celtics group. Bayern looks strong. I expect them to get semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Just brushed them aside, really. 3-0.
Yeah, they did have 10 men for a large majority of the game, but still, like, Bayern did the job, didn't they?
Yeah. Old Trafford now, Manchester United against Basel. Basel at home, you know, in Switzerland, it's a tight little ground. I played there myself. I don't expect Basel to pick up too many points on the travels. So again, United started the season strong. Well, big side United now, they're a strong side.
Yeah.
A lot of pace about them as well. So United could go a long way in this competition.
Mourinho wasn't happy, was he? Though he called them. He said that they're playing PlayStation football.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't happy with the performance, but they got business done.
Yeah,
that's all that matters at this stage.
They just looked obviously the bigger physical presence, didn't they? They scored 2 from crosses or corners.
Yeah, Fellaini as
it
well.
was just.
I think they're in for a big season, United.
Yeah,
they
I
really
hope
do.
so.
You know, and in fact, I think City, United, maybe Chelsea. I think it's between the 3 of them who's going to win the Premier League. But Jose, look, he's been there, he's done it. I was in Seville when Porto beat Celtic. The UEFA Cup final the following year, they went on and won the Champions League. So Jose knows what it's all about, and I think secretly, privately, he fancies chances of a big European Cup run.
Yeah,
I do. On to Wednesday, Shakhtar 2, Napoli 1. So the Italian sides, not doing so well, are they? Roma, Juventus, now Napoli going down 2-1 to Shakhtar. Was that a surprise?
Yeah, I think we definitely called Napoli in that game too. One goal that stood out was the first goal from Tazon.
Yeah, great goal.
Took it on, a couple of keepy uppies and great finish.
Yeah.
All aboard the showboat we got written down there.
Maribor 1, Spartak 1. It's not a game I'd be walking through the snow to watch, would you? But again, I think good finishing here.
Yeah.
Maribor 1, Spartak 1. So did you call a draw, boys?
We called both teams to score,
so
got it right. But not a great game, really, is it?
You're making a few quid these days.
Yeah,
no, start betting on
we've done
ourselves.
well. Last couple of days, done very well.
Another strong side, of course, Manchester City. Wealth of talent, haven't they? Fantastic going forward. And I'm afraid I think Dutch football's struggling a wee bit at the moment. So no surprise, 4-0 away from home. It's still a great result for City. Pep was delighted, and the City are going to be a threat to anyone going forward.
Well, it's interesting because when a few years ago they were struggling just with the psychology of playing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Now I feel like they've actually found their feet and they're just playing with confidence again and a bit of self-belief, and that's kind of really showing in these results.
Yeah, absolutely. Aguero again. Jesu, what a good player he looks.
His stats at the moment must be ridiculous.
So lively, so quick off the mark.
So confident as well.
Yeah.
You can tell it. Just
he's involved in everything, isn't he?
John Stones, we should give him a mention. Shoot me a couple of goals.
Yeah,
I'm a big John Stones fan. Some people say to me he can't defend that well. I don't know. I've seen him put blocks in. And
who was it? Was it Paul Merson slated him once?
Yeah, a while ago.
I don't see it, me. He's a player. I tell you what, Liverpool could do him. I know that. So 4-0 for City, no problem at all. Real Madrid 3, Apple 0, no problem. No surprise again. Ronaldo with the first goal.
We called it 2 or more.
It's the same thing. Him and Messi. Yeah, but that was a miss. Yeah. See how far he was out? He was like about 2 yards out to miss that. But again, so consistent.
So for Real Madrid, he scored 91 goals in 89 Champions League games. Unbelievable.
Sensational.
It's ridiculous. And hasn't he scored 12 in his last 16 shots?
On target in all competitions.
Yeah.
It's not fluke, by the way. He does put the work in. So I mentioned about Dutch clubs struggling, Portuguese clubs struggling. We talked about Benfica 1, CSKA 2. Porto 1, Besiktas 3. Again, for me, that was a surprise.
Big shot.
Porto are doing really well in the league as well. I think they've gone 5 out of 5 wins and they haven't conceded a goal yet. So I called clean sheet in that game. They've let in 3.
Now the result I was really delighted about, and I was worried before, was Wembley, Tottenham against Dortmund. And I just thought, can they get the monkey off the back? Can they break the hoodoo? Harry Kane again, fantastic Harry.
Yeah.
But 3-1 against Dortmund, it's a great result for me, and that will do the confidence for Spurs now on home matches. I think that is big. It's a big result for them.
I think that's probably the biggest result out of all of these in terms of what it means to them in their group. That's the group of death, that group. With Real Madrid in there, and the finishing again from Son and Kane twice was ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Leipzig 1, Monaco 1. I'm surprised Monaco have got 11 fit players. They've sold everyone, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're just the team's been devastated, hasn't it? But I suppose Monaco take that away from home over in Germany, east side of Germany, of course. Leipzig are not bad. What's this? Only existed for 8 years. A lot of money behind them, though, isn't there?
Yeah. That's why they're not very well received in the Bundesliga, are they, from the other fans?
Yeah. One last one, Liverpool 2, Sevilla 2. On radio I was talking to a lot of disgruntled Liverpool fans. Really. They just can't believe it. They just can't believe they're now beginning to have a little, not a pop at Klopp, but they're now saying, Jurgen, sort it out defensively. Going forward, like City, they're brilliant, but defensively, and the higher they go against better opposition, they'll get punished.
Them, They were a bit unlucky though. They just didn't finish their chances.
Well, they never
did they?
finish teams off these days, do they? That's
They
the problem.
He missed the penalty.
Yeah,
like there was a few other chances they should have scored. Emre Can had a chance, so that's a bit of an unlucky one. I think to blame. Yeah, fair enough. They do need to sort their defence out. But I do think Klopp's doing a good job there still.
Well, he's very likeable, isn't he? But you know, I don't understand why. Okay, they couldn't get Van Dijk. I don't understand why they don't have a player similar to Matic who can just sit in front of the centre backs and protect them a little bit more. They love the fullbacks going forward, but they leave holes in behind, and that's why they're getting punished. So I think Jurgen has got to sort this out, or they're going to win nothing, Liverpool. So guys, it's early days, early doors. Who are we looking at winning this? Can we go Paris, or are we going to stick with the two big boys?
I think we can. You know,
Paris. I put a big bet on PSG to win.
Have you
already? Yeah. So I just think they just look so good.
They were
forward.
slick.
Yeah.
You know, their passing, their movement, their ability on the ball is so comfortable on the ball.
I thought it would take them a lot longer to settle in properly, playing together, but straight away, all of them are scoring in every game. Not all three of them.
Who's going to be our
dark horse?
Our most successful English club? Who's that going to be?
I can see Chelsea doing that. Chelsea are always good in Europe, aren't they? I'd like to say Man U. I'd like to see them win the double, maybe.
Yeah.
But
City? No.
I think City got a good chance.
They're
looking good as well.
Yeah, I just think.
I don't know. It's
whoever's under pressure at the top of the league of the league always kind of seems to fizzle away in Europe. But I don't know. I'd like to see any of those three doing well. I'd like to see Liverpool doing really well too, and Tottenham.
Yeah.
So all of them.
Well, in terms of defence, guys, Tottenham's defence, you know,
they're just solid.
You know, they're solid, aren't they? So that gives you a chance, especially when you go away from home at the latter stages of the competition.
I think they haven't got the experience. I think they'll bottle it if they get further up. You know.
Do you?
Yeah, I just think they're not used to it. I reckon it'll get to them a bit, and they'll just throw it away.
They're the kind of team though who you can see dropping off slightly in the league and concentrating on Champions League and then doing really well. So I don't know, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I think I've got a feeling about United. It's the Mourinho magic. You know, he's Marmite, isn't he? People love him, people hate him. I like him. He's got all the experience, and I can imagine privately he's thinking we've got a chance here this year. And domestically and in Europe.
Definitely.
But then again, there's no reason why Pep won't be saying City. You've got, you know, De Bruyne on again was superb.
I was going to say Zlatan still to come back from Man United as well. So
the depth of the United squad is just ridiculous.
So you're going Paris. You're going.
I think I've got to go Paris as well.
I'm going to go Real Madrid again.
Yeah.
I think
it's between Real Madrid and PSG.
Yeah, maybe that's the final.
We shall see, boys. We shall see.
Exciting.
Thank you, Sports Nation. Hope you enjoyed that Champions League roundup. Plenty more to come. Thank you.